Welcome to Systematic Program Design. What I want to do in this video is tell you a little bit more about what the course covers, how it is organized, and give you some suggestions for how to learn this material most effectively. First, let's talk about what makes it hard to write programs. When you're asked to write a program, you're typically given a poorly formed problem. And what I mean by that is you're asked to write a program to solve some task, but the task description is somewhat vague, or it might be incomplete, or sometimes it's just even inconsistent. So the first challenge is figuring out exactly what we want our program to do. And the design method that we're going to learn, the first big thing it does for us is helps us figure out exactly that, what it is we want our program to do. The second thing that makes programming hard is that oftentimes the program is too big for us to solve in one go. In fact, the way our brains work is we can only focus on one small part of the program at once. So we have to find some way to manage that complexity. The second thing the design method does is to break the program down into well-chosen smaller pieces. Not just smaller pieces, but well-chosen smaller pieces. With the problem broken down into smaller pieces, what we then need to do is write one part of the program for each piece of the problem. Because the pieces were well chosen, and because of other properties of the design method, what you'll see is that the pieces end up fitting together well and being well tested. The resulting program is then easy to read and easy to modify. And that turns out to be more important than you might think. Because here's the thing, any program that's actually useful ends up needing to be modified, maybe to add some new functionality or to fix a hidden problem. So having programs that end up being formed of nice pieces that fit together well, are well tested and easy to modify, that's really the goal. And that's what the method's going to help you do. That whole trip from poorly formed problem to well-structured solution, that's systematic program design. That's what we're going to learn how to do in this course. That's what separates really good programmers from people who just type and hope for the best. The way the course is organized is that each module is broken into a series of extended lectures. In most of those lectures, what I do is I take a design problem and then I work it through to completion following the design method. So it isn't so much of a traditional lecture as it is you and I sitting together at the computer and solving a problem. The lectures are broken up with questions that you can answer to help you be sure that you're following the design process as we go. But what's even better would be if you were to type along the whole way with me, solve the design problem step by step as I'm doing it using your computer. I don't know if maybe you play a sport or a musical instrument or a video game, but if you do, you didn't get good at that by watching somebody else do it. You got good at that by doing it yourself. And programming is the same sort of thing. If you really want to learn this material, you're going to have to do it yourself to practice it and really internalize it. To give you further help with that, at the end of each module, there's a set of practice problems that you can solve. And then there's a module quiz, and we'll talk later about how the module quiz works. The techniques you'll learn in this course can be used with any other programming language you may learn in the future. To help you do that, the course uses a specially designed programming language called Beginning Student Language, or BSL. BSL is designed to have the core functionality of essentially all other programming languages, but in a simple, lean package that makes it easy to learn. So by using BSL, we'll be able to learn the language quickly. We'll learn almost all of it in the first week. And then we have more time to focus on learning the design method. Now, the fact that we use BSL rather than an industry standard language like JavaScript surprises some people. But here's the thing. If we use JavaScript, then the people who want Python wouldn't be happy. And if we used Python, then the JavaScript and the Ruby people wouldn't be happy. And there's no way to win by teaching a given industry standard language, because there's hundreds of extremely popular languages and tens of thousands of languages in active use. So we're focusing on BSL for two reasons again. One, because it's simple, we'll learn it quickly. And two, and more importantly, is because it has the core features of nearly all other languages, By learning this technique using BSL, it'll make it easier for you to move it to other languages in the future. I hope you enjoy the course. If you have any questions, please bring them up on the discussion forums. The TAs and I will see you there.